I've been friends with this guy for about 5 years now. We met at work, and I knew he had a fiancée, but that didn't stop us from being close. We even grew up together. He had a little cousin I raised alongside. Our friendship felt like a mirror. We just understood each other without explaining. It was almost like we'd known each other forever. Around the holidays, something shifted. I started flirting with him and tried to learn about his fiancée. He never wanted to talk about her and would say, "It's done, it was a long time ago." I stopped asking after a while. The bond deepened fast and we began dating. He called every morning, every night. We had dates at least twice a week. He'd stay at my house, I'd stay at his. He sent surprise flowers and would say, "I love you." It felt great for a while. One day we sat down and tried to define what we were. We talked about boundaries, whether we were boyfriend and girlfriend or just friends who loved each other. Because we're both avoidant, that conversation didn't go anywhere. We decided to keep doing what we were doing and see where it went. So we went back to an on and off cycle. I loved him so much I felt stupid looking back, but I kept pulling away, jumping back in, and asking for space. The pattern became a mess of back and forth, no consistency. We had another talk about what we wanted. This time I set my foot down. I told him I needed to know if he was treating me like a girlfriend or a booty call because he couldn't do both. I said I would follow his lead. He promised to work on consistency, communication, and that I was his person. He kept his word for about a month until I went on a 2-week vacation. When I got back, I had switched jobs, so we no longer worked together. He was excited to see me, but then he ghosted me right away. I cried for a day, then I forced myself to move on, to stop thinking about him. A month later, his fiancée called. She asked me to block him and told me to tell her if he tried to talk to me. I kept my word and wished them the best. I was hurt, heartbroken, but I knew I'd been pulling back and forth all along. The fiancé was always in the back of my mind. 3 months later, with no contact, I unblocked him because she asked me to. I decided I shouldn't have to make decisions that control a man who isn't mine. 3 months later, he reached out. My first instinct was anger. I was shaking and wanted to scream. I decided to respond because I was curious, and I thought I'd screenshot the messages to send to his fiancée. Then I realized I only wanted the apology. He said, "I owe you an apology. Everything I did was fucked. I hope you're doing okay." I said I accepted it, that I was hurt but could handle it, and that I hoped he and his fiancée were doing well. He replied, "I just feel like shit for what I did. I was never being fake with you. I meant everything I said. It was never my intention to do what I did." I told him I know that I was there too. He told me to have a good night, apologized again, and thanked me for responding. After that brief conversation, I felt relief. It was shorter, simpler, and I felt I deserved that apology. I didn't tell his fiancée. Now I'm wondering if I'm being the asshole for not keeping my word. Am I the asshole for responding and not holding to my promise?